But Deanna, thanks for coming here and staying up late. I want to talk to you guys about the comics that you read because that's literally what the show is all about. What comics did you guys read from this week? Who has their list?
I've got mine right in front of me.
Drew, do it.
All right. So let me divide this up by publisher real quick. I read not as much as I wanted to. I read Batman Dark Patterns number 9.
Mm-hmm.
I read Batman and Robin number 24. I read Superman the Kryptonite Spectrum number 1. I read Daredevil 24 and I read Bug Wars number 6.
All right, that's it's a good mix. I didn't expect Bug Wars to pop in. I didn't know you were reading it.
The thing is that like I'm a big Jason Aaron fan, so pretty much anytime he puts out a book, especially an indie book, I pick it up. But I had not been reading Bug Wars. I was picking up all of them and I just wasn't reading it. So earlier today I read through all 6 issues so that I could like because I knew that like I assumed that 6 was the end of a story arc, so it'd be like a good time to get caught up. So I just read through it.
I
And
think it's a mini series. I don't think it's an ongoing. But
well,
then they.
there's a in the back of this one there is like a book 2 coming.
Oh,
So
okay. I mean, I would assume with the way it ended, and we'll talk about it, but
yeah.
with the way it ended, I'm like, oh, there's more to this story than meets the eye. So
Yeah.
okay, um, that was a good amount. Deanna, what'd you read this week?
Okay, I surprised myself. I read more than I thought I would. We got Ultimate Spider-Man Incursion issue 3, Fantastic Four issue 2, Batman and Robin 24, Batman Dark Patterns 9, Superman The Kryptonite Spectrum 1, Predator Kills the Marvel Universe 1, Bring on the Bad Guys Red Skull 1, Trinity Daughter of Wonder Woman issue 3, The Unchosen issue 2, Buried Long Long Ago issue 4, Action Comics 1089, Cemetery Kids Run Rapid issue 1, Space Ghost issue 1, and Laura Kinney Wolverine issue 9.
Awesome. That's a good list. Let's see what I got through because I didn't get through everything that I wanted to. I read the Ultimates 15. I read X-Men 20. I read Action Comics 1089. I read Ultimate Spider-Man Incursion 3. Fantastic Four 2. Miles Morales Spider-Man 36. Batman Dark Patterns 9. Supergirl 4. Superman the Kryptonite Spectrum 1. Bug Wars 6 from Image Comics. Eddie Brock Carnage 7. Predator Kills the Marvel Universe 1. Giant Size X-Men number 2. And that might be it.
We got a good mix.
Yeah. Okay. Out of all the books that you guys read, what is your pick of the week? And by the way, anyone out there who's watching us live, let us know you're out there. Like, comment, subscribe, follow. Work through our technical difficulties, will ya? And just jump in the chat and say hi, because it's always great to see you. Who feels like they got a good, solid number 1 pick for this week? I feel like if I went first, I'm gonna steal one from Deanna because I'm assuming.
I don't think so. I think
Oh.
you're gonna be surprised because
Okay.
I was also surprised.
Okay.
My pick of the week, my favorite comic that came out is. Wait, where did I put it down?
And these are, for anyone out there, these are our picks after having read them, right? Because sometimes, we didn't do it this week, but sometimes we release a most hyped list. And that's our hype, not our actual rankings. But now that we've read them, who's to say, right? Because we release a most hyped list. And that's our hype, not our actual rankings. But now that we've read them, who's to say? Do you got it?
I got it.
All right.
It is Buried Long Long Ago issue 4.
Buried Long Long Ago issue 4. What's the
Yes.
publisher on that?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't write it down. Oops.
It's all right. I'm gonna look it up.
Maybe
Okay,
Image
it is
Comics?
Mad Cave. It's Mad Cave
Oh.
Studios. Okay, very nice. What's it about?
Okay, these 3 daughters are sent over to a farm to live with their new mama. And this new mother always has a new husband because she kills each one. And
Okay.
kind of the souls and the bodies form a monster, and that monster comes around every night. It's
The
really intriguing.
the
I don't
dead
want to
bodies
spoil too
of
much.
the murdered husbands.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. What made you pick this one up? And also, did you read all 4 issues all at once? Or have you been reading this one?
No, I read them all at once
Yeah,
yesterday.
that's fair.
I just saw the cover and I was like, that's intriguing. I want to check it out.
Okay.
Did you make note of who the creative team was?
No, I
It's
just got my notes.
I
Okay.
looked it up. It's Anthony Cleveland and Alex Cormack.
Those are names I don't recognize, but
I mean, indie, could be the
yeah,
next
no, that's it. I'm excited about
indie
that.
comics for you,
If you're into horror and a bit the unexpected and bloody, this one is for you.
Okay. Mad Cave is doing a lot of new comics lately. I shouted them out because they gave me a Speed Racer comic. They have the Speed Racer comic. They have some other comics. I'm trying to remember. Do they have the Captain Planet comic? Is that Matt? No, that's Dynamite.
It's Dynamite.
But they have some other stuff over at Mad Cave.
Yeah, Mad Cave has like I know they have Dick Tracy.
Yeah.
They have I think they have like Biker Mice.
Ooh, okay, yeah.
They recently acquired some of like the old 90s cartoons properties.
They have a lot of older IP, like Flash Gordon.
Flash Gordon, yeah.
Dick Tracy, Gatchaman, which is in America we call it Battle of the Planets.
Battle of the Planets.
There's also a book called Pop Kill, which I read the first issue, and it's about assassins trying to steal the formula for a soda.
Okay.
It's called Pop Kill. Speed Racer, yeah. A book that Aaron has read on this show called Bitchcraft, which is witchcraft, but for bitches, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. It's BYTCH. And I don't mean that derogatorily. I mean that in a very empowering way. Yeah. And then a lot of like not IP, but like independent kind of new premise sort of stuff. Which is pretty cool. Good for Mad Cave. Are you guys there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys scare me.
Just...
The amount of technical problems we have on the show, it's always like, do you hear me? Am I the one off? Okay.
No, we're here. We're just quiet.
Okay.
I do that to scare you.
Thanks for that. So Buried Long Ago, issue 4 is Deanna's pick of the week. I was surprised.
Yes. Me too.
So okay, I'm gonna let you have that because I didn't read it. I'm not saying it's bad. I didn't read it, so I don't know.
Yeah, I think the next issue is to wrap the entire story up. So if you have time and if you want to do it, you should read it.
Okay. Mad Cave should reach out to you, get you some of those comics. All right. Drew, what do you got? What's your number?
I think I'm gonna do Batman Dark Patterns.
Well, okay, that's what I get. All right.
Was that gonna be yours?
Yeah, I mean, let's talk about it because I mean, I really liked it. I don't know. I've been talking about this for a long time. Essentially, I'm going to throw something out there and then I'm going to let Drew take it away. But basically, I got tired of so many Batman miniseries when a lot of them retread what was Batman doing in his early years. Let's get back to mysteries. And like Batman would have a different like miniseries, like more than one at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I feel like this book just essentially is like, why don't we have one series that's kind of an anthology, kind of not, where we boil each miniseries down to 3 issues, we tell 3 issue stories, and they kind of link together, kind of not, and we just kind of go with that. I love it.
Yeah, it is doing what Legends of the Dark Knight did like in the late 80s when
Yeah.
it first launched. Uh yeah, just like exploring early stories in Batman's career. Um there's like little clues into where it is, but they intentionally kind of leave it ambiguous. Almost a kind of I feel like um I don't know, I feel like they're kind of just like they're hinting at where it could be and kind of like teasing with certain moments in the book. Um,
Like what? Like you're saying in the timeline?
well, I mean, like there's an issue when so I had to get caught up on this. I read the first issue when it came out,
Uh-huh.
and then I just kind of like fell off of it, and so I read all nine of them yesterday. And so yeah, I mean, there's an issue when I think I can't remember like when it is. I don't think it's during the Wound Man arc. It might be the one after that, which is about the tower.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Perhaps, yeah.
yeah, and like Alfred is like sewing the Robin costume.
Oh.
Like he's just in the background, like I don't know if he's like putting it together or if he's like fixing it for Dick and Dick like exists at this point, but he's just not around.
Right.
It's really it's ambiguous, but like it's intentionally ambiguous. Um, I think it's really cool. First of all, what drew me to this book, I'm a big Batman guy. I probably would have read it anyway, but what like really excited me about it is Dan Watters. I think that Dan Watters' writing is just so it's just like so much more elevated than it really needs to be a lot of the time. And I don't mean that pejoratively. It's just kind of like with superhero books, you're there to excite people and tell a story, like tell an exciting story sometimes.
Yeah.
Dan Watters writes like Batman's internal monologue closer to like an indie book than it is other superhero books that are on the shelves. I always say that he writes like 90s Vertigo. And like it feels like something that would have come out. Like it feels like Sandman Mystery Theater. It feels like Alan Moore's Swamp Thing. Just kind of like that the British invasion sort of feel. I know that Dan Watters is European, but I don't know where he's from. But
Okay.
like it shows to me. It absolutely shows. Um, and yeah, I mean, there's just like having read all of it so far, and I promise I'll get to this issue, but like there's one thing about it that I really like, which is this recurring uh you're right that it is they're three-issue arcs. It almost has an anthology feel to it, but there's something that's linking all of them,
Yeah.
which is fires. Like there's fires in every single issue,
Is that
or at
what it
least
is?
in every
Motives.
it's in every story arc. Something is on fire. And so he says something along the lines of like another building is on fire or like another part of Gotham is on fire. And there's this cool like connective thread, almost as if the fires are like symbolizing the way that like the like the fear in Gotham or how Gotham is like the danger of Gotham is like getting closer to
Like the
him.
rising tension of
Mhm.
sorts.
Yeah, and it's just been like it's been really cool to see a superhero book have that kind of it's not the most meticulous thing, but it's planning, you know what I'm saying? Like this was clearly something that was thought of at the beginning of this story that's just been continuing. And I've really been enjoying it. This issue is the last of the I'm gonna butcher the name, Paradolia.
Pareidolia, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is
I
like
had to look up what it means.
that's
I can
the
I
it's
wrote the definition down.
yeah, it's like the brain's ability to recognize like patterns or see faces
Yeah.
where there aren't any.
Yeah.
Uh, and Another thing that's been kind of like connecting all of the issues is and all the stories is mythology. They're like Batman comments on like early on in the first arc, somebody says that like there is no safety in Gotham, so the people of Gotham find their safety in the mythology of Gotham. And so we're seeing Batman like understanding that, and in this issue in particular, using that to his advantage,
Mm.
which is kind of how it ends. The story itself is about a it's about an old gang
Yeah.
that called themselves the Red Hood Gang, which is not the Red Hood Gang that we're used to seeing, that has its origins tied to the Joker.
It's kind of like a new origin in a way, right?
Yeah. It's like Scottish immigrants who
Scottish or Irish? I wasn't sure.
I believe they say it's Scottish.
Okay.
Um, and like they were known for dunking their victims' heads in bleach and letting the flesh like rot off of it.
Yeah.
Um, and they're trying to do it to Batman. There's a great moment where like the villain of this issue has shot Batman is shot and he's like tied up on the ground. Uh, and he starts to imagine what it would look like for Batman's face to just be melting off.
Yeah. Did you
Uh,
notice, by the way, the panels? I don't know, because we've all
with the
read it
two
through.
faces, the ones I'm on right now,
Wait, show it to me.
where it's their faces looking at each other.
That one, but the one before it.
Or the face like melts.
Yeah, the melting face page. The panels. Is it?
What a thing to say, the melting
Yeah, it's.
face.
I. Do you guys see it? I think it's the nose and then the eyes of the cowl. But it's
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
because it comes down at a point, and it's almost like Adam West's mask because he has like the little like
Uh-huh.
paneling in his mask, so it's kind of like that. I don't know if you
Yeah,
guys saw that.
I definitely get what you're saying. Yeah.
It's always
Uh,
cool when they throw that in there, you know?
and this issue, first of all, since you're talking about the art, Hayden Sherman's art is ridiculously cool.
Yeah,
From the layouts to the actual like line work. Yeah, it's awesome.
I
Um,
I didn't put. Sometimes it takes me a long time to realize that like the same artist that I'm liking the same artist from two different books that I like, and I'm like, oh,
yeah.
it's the same artist, and then I put two and two together.
Well, the thing is, like his art doesn't look the same in Absolute Wonder Woman. Like he is doing different stuff,
Yeah.
and I don't know if it's the same colorist. That may have an effect on it. I would imagine it probably is,
Mm-hmm.
because unless it was like put together by the editorial team, like they were matched up. Um,
Who
I
knows?
especially I especially love when he gets to do uh like different angles on the street where he'll do like the the perspective, and let
Yeah.
this get like long shots of the street kind of disappearing through the alleyways and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of that. Oh, actually, it was this issue was the issue where he Alfred is working on the Robin costume.
Okay.
Yeah,
So it kind of sets it as it's either for Dick or it could be for Jason, right?
could be, and I mean, I
It's
don't know,
it's supposed to be early
and
in his career. Well, it's actually supposed to be before Joker, right? Like, wouldn't he have dealt? He would have dealt with the Red Hood gang before dealing with Joker. So it has to
but
be.
he knows who the red like the Red Hood gang, the Joker Red Hood gang is.
Does he?
It Yeah, he talks about it.
I think so. He said it in the when he was trying out the mystery.
Yeah, it was in an earlier issue, but
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of little moments that you can miss so fast if you don't pay attention.
This is one of those books like definitely buy it in trade and like read it over and over again. It's that
I
type of
also really, oh, yeah, that's how I know that it was Scottish. It's because the the laundromat or wherever they are is a reference to Grant Morrison. It's called Morrison Son.
Okay.
You see?
All right. Before we move on though, throwing the ball.
Also,
Yeah,
I
what's
I
up?
just I have to talk about this one thing.
Yeah.
Since I was catching up on the issue, I made a video about this on TikTok, but Dan Waters made a mistake and editorial didn't catch it in the ventriloquist issue
What? Okay.
storyline. He called Arnold Wesker Albert Wesker, which is the name of the villain from the Resident Evil series.
Oh,
No
okay.
And
way.
I thought that was really funny. That like nobody caught it. And it's not like they were changing the name because the next issue he calls him Arnold Wesker. It was just a mistake that they left
Yeah.
in.
Well, also
Maybe Batman lost Resident Evil.
the ventriloquist dummy Scarface shouldn't be able to say the letter B though. Like that's like an ongoing thing.
Well, no, it was Batman who called him.
Oh, okay.
Batman
Yeah.
referred to him as Albert Wesker,
Okay.
which is a whole different guy.
Yeah. Okay. Got his whiskers mixed up.
Um, so yeah, I am fully on board. I'm really glad I got caught up because I'm fully on board on like the hype train for this book. It is every bit as good as everyone has been saying.
I've been saying.
We've been saying.
You haven't been saying it to me.
Have I
Okay.
not been saying it to you?
No.
Okay. Well.
Okay, let's scream it into the universe. Everybody, go read Batman Dark Patterns.
The
You
only
got
time
it.
I hear from you, Dimitri, is you texting, "Hey, when are you gonna do comic talk?"
Yeah.
And then you go, "Hey, answer my damn questions."
I have all these questions for you, and I don't ever have any time to talk about Batman Dark Patterns. That's not my fault.
You only want to have comic talk. You don't want to have friend talk.
Real talk. Okay, real talk. Real talk.
We got a personal one here.
um. Anyway, I just got some covers up for anyone watching us live. If you want to see the Batman Dark Patterns covers, I'm just gonna play that for a little bit. But I am having trouble figuring out my pick of the week. Now, I'm going to have to
Because
pick
it
one.
got stolen.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, that was gonna be my pick of the week, and it got stolen. And I'm trying to figure out like what else really compares. There were some fun ones, some good ones. Which ones like really hit me? I don't know. I don't know.
Well, it would be also okay if two people had the same favorite pick. I mean, it would be my favorite pick if I didn't read Buried Long Ago.
I know what I'm gonna do. I'm picking Fantastic Four issue number 2, and that's because it is solid. And also, the fact is, why is it an issue number 2 when it really is just a continuation off the previous series? They just wanted to renumber issue 1 for the movie coming out, and so like, cool. I mean, I guess it's their prerogative, but also like it's still Ryan North writing an amazing run of Fantastic Four.
I've never been a Fantastic Four guy, but I picked up the first number one of Ryan North, and I was reading it pretty regularly for a while, and I thought it was great.
Yeah.
And then I did the thing I always do where I fell off and couldn't figure out where I was, and then I was like, well, do I want to pick up the next number one? It's probably just a continuation of the last one, and so I talked myself out of it.
I mean, you don't seem the type to be like, oh, all that is daunting. Like, they're on issue 25. Do you get intimidated by larger numbers like that?
Um, Not really, no. It's more so just I know that I'm pulling a lot of stuff,
Yeah.
and like, do I have the room for it in my pull list? It's more so like, I mean, you hear me talk about it every single time I'm on your show.
Yeah.
How
Our
much
show. It's our show.
How much stuff am I reading versus how much stuff am I picking up?
Yeah.
Because like There's another like 5 or 6 books that I picked up this week that I didn't read because I'm so far behind.
Yeah, that's fair.
One of those being the Power Fantasy, which I can tell you would have been my pick if I had read it.
Yeah,
And then we wouldn't be in this predicament. And you're trying to add more books to my poll?
I'm sorry.
It's just hurting you at this point.
Question for Deanna: do the larger numbers, like if a series has been going on a while, does that intimidate you?
Sometimes if I'm not interested in a character, so I only picked this up because I saw, it's issue 2, so let's read the first 2. So I didn't read the issues beforehand, but it was okay. I
Okay.
liked it more than the movie.
Yeah, yeah, that's fair. Right now it feels to me that Fantastic Four is kind of spinning its wheels a little bit. I mean, they're still good issues, but they're self-contained. And the reasoning is that like Doom is still Sorcerer Supreme. Like, what are you gonna do, you know? And like they're not gonna solve the problem of Doom being Sorcerer Supreme in the pages of Fantastic Four, or at least not yet, until this era of Marvel Comics finishes up having Doom as Sorcerer Supreme, right? So I like it, but they are standalone sort of issues. But I like this one. I don't know what more to get. It was like issue 1 starts off with them getting lost in time, and they have a sort of protocol that they follow in case they get lost in time. So there was like some cool shenanigans there, and then it turns out that Doom has like a reset button, like save points that he calls them, because he's like and he just, when he learns something new, he'll reset and then never get foiled. And that's kind of how this issue ends. And so we'll see.
Yeah, let's see where it goes.
Yeah, we'll see. What else did we all read? Was there something that went on
Did we all read Predator Kills the Marvel Universe?
I did.
I did not.
Oh, okay.
Let's talk about that.
Okay.
I didn't realize, because I did a video on this, I didn't realize that the previous miniseries, Predator versus Spider-Man, Predator versus Black Panther, Predator versus Wolverine, I was like, okay, I thought they were kind of self-contained. I didn't realize that they were leading us to here. So the whole idea of, is this an alternate universe or not, gets answered in this book, because of the deaths that happen in this book. And so, Drew, are you okay with hearing who lives and who dies?
Well, from what I understand, it's going to be the Marvel Universe who dies.
According to I mean, you know, the whole Marvel Universe. Yeah, it's, well, yeah. Deanna, did you like this one?
I liked it more than I thought I would.
Yeah.
Like, again, I jumped in blindly. It was great. No complaints. I could continue reading this. It's fun.
Yeah, I think it's only 3 issues, and it starts off essentially because Predator versus Spider-Man, Kraven leaves Earth to become a predator, and that's at the end of that. And then he comes back and he leads the Predators back to Earth because the Predators, at least in this story, want to take over Earth. They want to have Earth be like a new colony or homeland or whatever. And so they have to kill Marvel characters to take over the Earth. And the first team that you see get massacred is the Guardians of the Galaxy. And they just all die. The second
That was
team,
fun.
yeah, it's weird though to me where it's like the Predators just have they have enough like durability in their weapons to kill Marvel characters. I feel like that's a step
but
up
I
from
feel
like the
like
movie.
in such titles, you gotta kind of shut off your brain and just let it happen.
But like, isn't that weird?
I know, it's frustrating, but what can we say? It's comics.
Yeah. I mean, yes, of course. I'm not getting upset. I'm just thinking like, how does Drax just kind of look at the Predator and then get his head cut off? Like, Drax?
Yeah, I kind of feel
Gamora too.
yeah, overpowered.
You got the jump on Drax and Gamora without a fight? Okay. So it's fun.
It's fun.
It's fun. 2 members of the Fantastic Four die. Drew, you wanna take a guess?
Which one's on which? Who dies?
2 out of the Fantastic Four. Who dies?
Okay, Invisible Woman.
What's your second guess?
Human Torch.
So you got 1 out of the 2. Which one?
My assumption is that Invisible Woman would be killed only because. So my reasoning for both of those was because of like the way that predators see. And so like Invisible Woman would be like, oh, I can be invisible. Ha, it won't find me. And then he's just like, joke's on you.
Yeah.
And then Human Torch, I mean, he leaves a heat trail that you can follow him.
Right.
Which one was it?
It was Human Torch, but not for
Okay.
that reasoning. But they do mention that they can see her when she's invisible, but she still has the force fields and everything. So
Sure, yeah.
they do something weird, right, Deanna? Like they cut through Mr. Fantastic and he slowly bleeds to death.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, it must be vibranium. And then he dies.
That's kind of it, yeah. But it was really funny how they talked about the other 2, like, oh, they're just accessories to the others.
Yeah.
Is
It
the
mentions-
implication here that the meteor that brought vibranium to Wakanda originates from the Predator's planet?
No. And keep in mind, this is an alternate universe, but like in the pages of Predator versus Black Panther, one of like the disgraced son of the leader of the Predators goes to Wakanda to grab vibranium and then fights T'Challa there.
Yeah.
And so he leaves the planet with vibranium that he then makes into weaponry.
Gotcha. Okay.
But that's very specific to him. Not all the Predators have vibranium. But, you know, for some reason it just cuts through this Fantastic and then they cut Human Torch's head off in a way. Like through a garret. What's it called? A garret? A garrote? You know what I'm talking
Oh,
I
about?
don't know.
They're like wire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They kind of do that through like a noose. And then
Gotcha.
suddenly his flaming head pops off. And then they just punch the thing into outer space. So it isn't gonna win them any this series is super fun, but it's not gonna win any awards on, you know, the intricacies of who would win in a fight.
Is that the kind of thing that they give awards for?
They don't give awards.
Who kills
for
the
it,
most characters?
but if they did,
There's an award show out there that's just like, you found the most interesting way to
Kill
end
someone off.
yeah.
That would be a cool award to win.
Yeah, like if they treated so like the Eisners are the comic book awards, right? But if the Eisners had like another awards that were more like the MTV video, like the MTV
Music
Movie
awards.
yeah, like where it's like best kiss and like worst fight and like whatever.
Or like the Nickelodeon show where they splash you with what is it, slime?
Slime?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, it's a fun romp. It is what it is.
I like Benjamin Percy, but I don't get excited about like intercompany crossovers. It's don't.
I am normally hesitant, but every so often there will be a crossover that will make you like reevaluate the idea that like maybe it's not the crossovers that are the problem. It's how easy do you like,
Well, I mean,
you know?
yeah, I'm very much a proponent. Like I'm a writer's reader. Like I'm a proponent that anybody who is creative enough can make literally anything interesting.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily the premise. What gets me is that like I know that editors on both sides are just like, well, we can't have your guy beat our guy. And
Yeah.
so it just kind of like to me it just always kind of ends up being the same.
Messy.
Yeah. Well,
But I mean, like in this, the Predator is killing people, so
and also Disney owns Predator. So
Yeah,
they could do whatever they want.
I suppose
Uh,
so. Yeah.
I think one of the best crossovers of the past 5 years in comics was Batman Fortnite, and I will stick by it. I've been saying it on
I
this show for years. When Batman Fortnite came out, I did not expect anything from it. It was great. It
I
didn't
had
need to be
a
that good.
I had a student who constantly was singing the praises of that book. And just always telling me I needed to read it. But in all the years that I've taught, he was the only student I actively did not like, so I just refused.
Well, okay, so I can't help
Yeah.
with that, but I think you should read it. It it does both a service like the structure of the game, but also keeps Batman Batman.
Yeah.
So there's like a Memento aspect to it, like the movie
Okay.
Memento, because his mind keeps getting wiped as the game
Sure, yeah.
refreshes, and but he leaves clues for himself and he pieces it back together. So
Okay.
Deanna, you're a
That
Batman
is a
fan.
cool idea.
I haven't read it. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying, maybe you should. It's not only
I'm gonna
fun,
put it
it's
on the
legitimately
list.
I think you should leave it off the list specifically because of this I had who was a jerk.
good.
I don't know. I'm gonna be on the fence about it. I'm gonna ask a tarot reader if I should read it.
Also keep in mind that Catwoman is stuck in Fortnite with him, and they keep getting their mind erased. They turn into like blank slates at the start of every game, but they still have their skills. So like Cobra, not Cobra, what's his name? Snake Eyes from G.I. Joe's in it. And like he also has the same thing. So like,
Yeah.
but Catwoman and him keep kind of falling back in love and becoming allies as their mind gets wiped every single time. There's like this whole thing. Anyway, moving
Must be
on.
nice.
You know, what's another book? For the sake of time, we got about like 20 minutes.
I think we all read the Superman Kryptonite Spectrum.
Let's talk about it because
We're running out of time.
it was a black label book, and the premise is that Superman has discovered at least 4 new types of kryptonite, and he feels he's responsible for testing it on himself because there could be more out there, and he needs to be able to catalog and research.
Yeah. The draw of this book is that it's the creative team of Ice Cream Man. Like that is the reason that people are drawn to this, I think.
Okay.
And I will be 100% honest. It wasn't for me at first, and then they did something in it that got me. And then
Okay.
from there, I was like, okay, this is cool.
What?
Okay, for me, it was the opposite. I was really into it, and then I was like, I'm not sure about this.
Interesting. Okay.
We all read it, so like, I mean,
Yeah, let's
spoiler.
talk about it.
Yeah. I didn't care for like the dialogue for a lot of it,
Yeah.
and I didn't care for the a lot of the art in the beginning. But then so what is it like Superman one of his whole thing is like we got to test out this kryptonite to see what it does to me. Um and the first one he does starts to make his mind experience time out of order.
Yeah.
And that once that kind of happened, it started to win me over. Um, like there's a whole section of just panels that are completely out of order. Uh, you're supposed to be like as confused as Superman is in those moments, but then Batman tells him to like close his eyes and put everything back in order. And so
Yeah,
we
he
get like,
basically told him to lock in.
yeah.
Yeah.
And we get like there's like an actual moment where Superman is like he has constructed the moments of the panels and put them back in order on this like kind of splash page. And I thought that that was really cool. And there's also um, he's getting dumped by Lois Lane
Yeah.
and like he knows that it's going to happen before he goes to the dinner because he can see that she's doing it. And then when he's experiencing it, he's like, "Oh, I got to go to this dinner so this happens." And then Batman's just like, "You did that dinner already." And so
That's crazy. Yeah.
I it's kind of a bummer that that is just going to be like that effect of Kryptonite is just going to be relegated to that one issue.
Who's to say? Because I mean, there could also be a thing. I'm waiting for a twist, and that
Yeah.
is especially with something like time, like mixing up, is that like later on something's gonna happen. And he's like, oh, and then they're like, no, that never happened. And he's like, oh no, it's going to happen. And then like, you know what I mean? Like I feel like
Yeah.
they're
And
gonna play
maybe
with
another
this.
Kryptonite fixes something or messes something up, and we get this big conclusion.
Yeah, or what if there's a combination of kryptonite? What if two kryptonites together does something different than each individual one? There's a
It's
lot they could
I
explore.
don't know. I will say that for all the problems, I don't want to say problems because that sounds like I'm being like, oh, it wasn't good. I don't think that it was bad. I just don't think it was to my taste. All the issues that I had with the dialogue, none of those apply to Lex Luthor. I thought that Lex was like very well written in this.
Mm,
Like I think it makes sense to me that a creative team that does really well with horror can do a Lex Luthor who's just like ruthless.
is Ice Cream Man a horror book? I'm
Yes, it's a
not. I'm
horror.
not familiar with Ice Cream Man.
Ice Cream Man is a horror anthology that's published by Image that is like it's almost in the style of like the old Tales from the Crypt or like the old DC horror stuff where there's like a host. Only it's not really a host, it's just like there's this ice cream man who is just present in every single one of the stories.
Okay, cool.
And
Um,
it's like he's like I didn't finish reading Ice Cream Man. I've read like the first two trades, and it's like kind of he's like maybe a demon,
okay.
who's just like preying on people who want sweet treats.
Aren't most Ice Cream Men?
Uh, the only ice cream man I've ever known was this ice cream man who used to come to my dad's house whenever I was really young, and I thought it was crazy that he would do that because I was just like, oh, he's just a cool guy who wants to make sure these kids get ice cream. Because he would like come down this road that no other ice cream man ever came to, and he would like drive to my house because we kind of lived in the middle of nowhere. Turns out he was buying drugs for my dad.
Oh,
That's that's what was actually happening. I thought that he was just a cool guy.
I mean, he could have been both.
Sorry, what?
He let me ring the bell.
Could you? Could? What if he was gonna give it up, but you were just too cool of a kid? He was like, I can't say goodbye to Drew. I just can't quit him. You know, he
I
is
don't.
who I really I feel a connection to, you know?
Okay, so now you're describing
You're gonna make it creepy.
Not creepy,
Or-
not creepy.
you're more like it's like you're describing the ice cream man from Spawn now. Which I don't know if you know about Billy Kincaid,
I
but
don't. I don't know Spawn at all.
he's an ice cream man who abducts and kills children.
Okay, so wasn't thinking about that. I was just thinking that like I don't
No,
know. I was trying to make it sound cute, but
it was
okay,
not
never mind.
wholesome. It wasn't wholesome. He was just buying drugs for my dad.
Okay, well,
Sorry.
yeah.
I got ice cream out of it, so I don't.
Look, somebody should
I don't think that's good.
somebody should have told the guy that drug addiction is a rocky road.
But
So moving on. I'm interested to see where the Superman Kryptonite spectrum goes, but I am not a fan of the art, and part of me feels like the art is reminiscent of Frank Quitely. I'm sorry, Frank Quitely.
it is a lot like Frank Quitely's arc, yeah.
And it seems to me that it's trying to be like a little all-star Superman-ish.
It kind of feels like when you're greened out and you look at people.
What's greened out?
I'm not gonna say it on this podcast. I don't want to
okay,
get
that's fine.
arrested.
Oh, we're talking about Ice Cream Man. All right, cool. All right. Yeah, I guess. Um, I thought it was deeper than it was. Yeah.
No, no.
Um. Anyway, moving on. Superman, the Kryptonite Spectrum. Did you guys read Action Comics 1089?
I
Yes.
I did not. I planned to, and then I realized that I hadn't read any of that Mark Waid arc with Superboy. So I was
You
kind of
don't
like,
need to.
You say you didn't need to?
I don't think so. I read it and it
Yeah,
was fine.
it was fine. The previous couple issues kind of tie together, but like this is all you got to do to jump into this issue 1089 is that like Clark was Superboy in Smallville when he's like 16, 17 or so. And people haven't pegged Superboy to Smallville because I feel like that's too close for comfort, but really I think it's Mark Waid's writing a young Clark living in a world that has already been populated by super people, just not to the degree that they come in the Silver Age or like whatever.
Yeah.
So like they do bring up the fact that like Jay Garrick was around, Alan Scott was around in like a couple issues ago. And in this, there's another hero that pops in here. Which is Captain Comet.
yeah.
And I don't care anything about Captain Comet, but okay.
It was a cute little story.
Yeah. I think Mark Waid has been given the whole toy box, and he's just playing with what he wants. Because he even did Captain Comet in the new History of the DC Universe, and put him on a new team called the Justice Legion. I think is that what they were called. He just like made up a new team, and he's put Captain Comet back into DC, sort of continuity. So anyway, I like this one. I also love Mark Waid, so what am I gonna do?
Win-win.
Yeah. Drew, Bug
Yes.
Wars.
Bug Wars.
Brian, aka Captain Comic Rex, was the one who recommended this one. And,
Living up to his name.
Brian has great taste. It was cool. So I started reading a little bit behind on issue 1, but then I caught up and then I was reading every month. And like this ended exactly the way I thought it would end, and it was what it was. What do you think? Quick thoughts, because we are running out of time.
I thought it was cool. Yeah, I thought the series was just kind of like, it's fun. It's not trying to be anything that it's not. It's pulpy. It's got kind of a sci-fi twist to it, but it doesn't lean too hard in the sci-fi.
It's more fantasy, right?
Yeah, it really is. Like it is kind of a Honey, I Shrunk the Kids meets Conan kind of feel to it. Way more bug sex in it than I thought there was going to be. And so, but like
In a good way or in a bad way?
I mean, I feel
the art is good.
Yeah, I did enjoy it. Yeah, it can be pretty gruesome at points. I don't know why some of the bugs are humanoid and some of them aren't.
Because
I
they
don't
aren't
know.
the bugs themselves. They're the fantasy creatures that utilize the bugs in a way. Like the ant. So there's ants, and then there's Anturians, which
Yeah.
are like centurions, but like ants. So that is a whole species of fantasy creature that live with the ants, and they ride the ants, but they're also part ant. But you're right. Like, why are they humanoid but also ant-like?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's just
There.
the fun
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah. It was a fun book. This is the last issue. Wrapped up the first arc, at least. So there's going to be a Bug Wars book 2. Looks like there's going to be squirrels in it. And
it ends. Yeah, it ends with people like little guys riding squirrels. So, okay.
yeah.
Oh, because the father says, "Don't go to the forest."
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. Deanna, are you a fan of like swords and sorcery fantasy?
Depends on how high fantasy.
Okay. This is fun.
That's my answer too. That's exactly how I feel about it.
It's really
fun.
just the premise of this book is literally like imagine in your backyard all the different bugs that are there, and imagine that each of those bugs are a different kingdom.
Okay. I think I might have to give it a try, especially now that it's finished.
Yeah,
Let's see.
yeah, it's fun. I think I might buy it in trade or hardcover or whatever. So, okay. Um, was there another? Oh, did you guys read uh any? Let's see, any other Marvel book?
Mm,
Ultimate Spider-Man Incursion.
yes, I read that.
Uh, how was that?
I liked it. I think the little chase around the alternative universe is interesting. Let's see where it goes. And I like that he always works with other people. That's
Yeah.
it.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is, right? And it's like the new Ultimate Marvel universe is supposed to be ending in a couple months, and so it's like, what's the point of it all? I don't know, but it's a fun book. Miles is going through the new Ultimate Marvel universe looking for his baby sister, and his baby sister is being held by bad guys because she could be powerful. She came from another universe. So, you know, it's the 616 Marvel meets the new Ultimate Marvel universe. So, it is what
Yeah,
it
I
is.
think it's an interesting concept.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think it's always hard to judge series that just started or in the middle of something if you don't know the end.
Yeah.
When you read a novel, you don't just stop in the middle.
Yeah.
You have to read the whole thing to build an opinion.
Well, if it's really bad, you could stop.
Yeah, obviously.
I very often stop in the middle of a novel. It's just not because I'm waiting for the next part to come out. It's just because I get distracted and then I forget where I was in that novel.
Yeah.
Okay, true.
Moving on to Batman and Robin 24. I know.
Oh, I did
you
read
guys
that.
read
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, we all read it, I think.
I didn't read it. I'm a couple issues behind, but I'm okay with spoilers. I don't care.
I'm glad that the storyline finally ended. I think it pulled way too long through, but it was all right. It's nothing good or bad, just okay.
Okay.
I really like Philip Kennedy Johnson a lot. I think that where he really excels is in like small character moments. Um, those don't really get to happen when you're like ending a story. The story is just kind of all like when you're in the last issue of an arc, it's really just all about tying everything up. And so um, it wasn't my favorite,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, I liked the Memento character. I liked um, I've been a big fan of just the recurring like Robin really questioning himself throughout this whole run since he took over. Uh,
Yeah. But I feel like it's always come to the same conclusion.
yeah, I mean it always will.
Yeah. I feel
It's
like maybe it's time for something new and fresh.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why I say it's like the character moments that really push
To
it,
make the story, yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Um,
I liked Damien the best when he was in his Robin miniseries when he was on the island, the Lazarus Island. And so I was kind of sad to see that go. But I feel like Damien being with his peers, but peers in a way of like other traumatized kids, I think like it's different than him being with like other superhero kids that aren't traumatized. Like the Goody Two Shoes kids, I don't know.
this is why everybody needs to tell DC to let me write my story that I've been trying to do.
Let's
About
do a
who?
petition.
It's about Damien.
Okay. All right.
I have this Damien team up story that I really want to tell,
Don't tell
but
me. Don't tell me.
they won't they
Don't
won't
spoil us.
they
Yeah.
won't they won't return my emails.
Okay. I would love to. No, never mind. I'm not gonna. Anyway, moving on. Daredevil 24. Did you guys read that or not?
I did.
No.
Quick thought, Drew. You get like one sentence.
I like that it started off with him all sad about his relationships because I related to that, but then it didn't stick with that. So,
Okay. All right. Fair. I mean, Daredevil's always sad.
yeah,
Uh,
I genuinely think that's why I like him.
mm, okay. Yeah, everybody needs a sad boy, you know? I get it. Um, Trinity, Daughter of Wonder Woman, issue number 3. I think Deanna read this one. I didn't read this
Yeah, it's cute. Cute, yeah. That's it.
one. That's all you gotta say. Yeah, I mean, it's literally the title on it is Gods and Corgis.
Yeah. You're gonna get what you're gonna get.
Yeah. Um, I can't make a judgment call on this. So I will have to get back to you guys. The Unchosen, issue number 2.
Yes, a bit cliche, but it could be something.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think it's too early to build a real judgment. It's about this girl, and she gets found after she had like this big power accident. And now she has to go into this magic school, but the magic system is really cool. They use like language, and before they can use the magic, they have to learn a chant. Yeah.
okay. I mean, the covers look cool, and it's David Marquez writing and doing art, I think. And
Yeah,
so,
he's doing both. That's really
yeah,
cool.
yeah,
You
okay,
rarely see that.
yeah. Um, did you guys read any other books? Because I have a list of books that I'll get through, but is that everybody's
Yeah,
list?
I also have some more.
Yeah,
Some I didn't care for, to be honest.
yeah.
Okay, 2 titles that I didn't care for is Bring on the Bad Guys, Red Skull, and Space Ghost.
Okay. How was Bring on the Bad Guys? It was a World War II flashback with Red Skull, but
Yes. Wow, it felt very heavy.
mm,
Like I just
it's Red Skull. What are you
yeah,
gonna do?
yeah, true. But I just didn't care for it in comparison. It's not bad. I just didn't care for it in comparison to the other titles that I read.
Yeah, and it's a one shot, right?
Yes. So some villains get like a one shot, Bring on the Bad Guys. It's the series title, and this is the 5th. And Red Skull is the villain in this one.
Okay. Okay. And maybe have to go and pick it up. I'm not quite sure. How was Space Ghost? No. Well, you're saying no, but like I think I gotta give it a shot. I'm like, we'll see.
Maybe you like it. If
yeah.
you are more interested in history than I am, so
maybe. Okay. Space Ghost number 1.
yes. Like I said, I didn't really care for it. There was a lot of exposition between a fight and 2 kids that tell the story. Just didn't care for it.
Okay. All right. I was never really gonna pick up Space Ghost, so I mean it's fine for people who like Space Ghost. I never had a attachment to Space Ghost. Not even Space Ghost Coast to Coast. I didn't watch that
That's
show either.
You need to fix that.
I'm sorry, but
Coast,
okay.
Coast to Coast is it's incredible. I wanted to pick this book up, but my store didn't order it. I don't think. But the writer is he's from here.
St. Louis.
Yeah,
Mm.
and I had a really long talk with him at San Diego Comic-Con.
Who's a
And
writer? What are you talking about?
his name's David Pepose. He's also doing.
Yeah, David Pavos. Yeah. What is he writing? What you were saying? Is he writing Space Ghost?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, that's what you mean. Okay, yeah. Okay.
Yep. And yeah, we just didn't have it in the store when I went to grab my stuff.
Okay, fair. He's also writing. He's writing Speed Racer for Mad Cave. He's also writing. Captain Planet and the Planeteers, which came out this week, issue number 3, and it's been a really good series. I didn't get to read this week's issue, but it's exactly what you would want from like a Captain Planet movie if there was like a live action movie, because you have to modernize it but also keep like the soul of it, which is optimistic, right? Like you have to be optimistic with Captain Planet, otherwise it sucks. It has to be like, yes, pollution exists, people are taking advantage of our world, but we still have some sort of power left, You know, I think Captain Planet could be a cool movie. Get David Pepose to write it. You know, he's doing a good job. I got a couple of more comics on my list that I'll just bang through real quick. The Ultimates issue 15 introduces Ultimate Shang-Chi. The Ultimates is a good book, but every so often they'll have issues where they just do kind of backstory and like it is what it is. So not much happened. She-Hulk fights a bad guy and rips his head off. That's cool, but like I didn't think enough happened in this issue to warrant like talking much about it. X-Men number 20. Things are picking up a little bit for the X-Men. I haven't been a huge fan, but I'm starting to become more into this new run as it's adding more things. Miles Morales Spider-Man issue 36 finishes off the God War, and that was really cool. It's just kind of a fun thing if you like mythology. We have Anansi, we have Ares, the god of war, and then Miles. So there's some cool things in this one, and it finishes off the God War. Supergirl issue 4. It's just a cute sort of Silver Age-y sort of Supergirl comic. It is both meant, like, it seems like it's meant for a younger age, but the art also is too, I don't know. It's very cheesecakey to me, in my opinion.
I saw
isn't like the first issue where
I'm not complaining, but at the same time, like, and it's not offensive. It's just
exaggerated.
Well, one of the characters is meant to be like a thick girl. And like you can tell at least the artist is drawing people of different body proportions, which is cool. But yes, everybody does look just good all the time. Cool. You know? I don't know. In this issue, the three main characters go to a goth club. So
listen.
I'm not complaining.
I don't know anything about this book, but I knew that panel.
Yeah, again, I'm not complaining. It's a cute story too. So I'm just wondering who's it for? Who's it for? I feel like
it's for me.
Are you reading it?
No, but I saw that panel. It came across my socials or something, and I said, "Yep, okay."
It's a gift to everyone.
Yeah, you know, as long as nobody gets weird about it, like, yeah, cool. Keep the series going. Eddie Brock Carnage issue 7. I've been talking a lot about this series. It is really good. It's Eddie Brock and Carnage versus Muse. The art is really good. Things are getting weird. Let's see where it goes. And then Giant Size X-Men number 2 finishes off this whole giant size mini series that was going on with Miss Marvel hopping through time, going to X-Men events and like being a part of it. And then this finishes it off. And I'm going to be honest, didn't finish this off in a way that felt like satisfying. And so it just kind of ended in a big battle, and like it was what it was. Maybe I didn't read into it as much as I should have, but it was kind of a letdown, and it is what it is. What am I going to do? That's what I thought.
You got another one?
No, I think that's it. I think that's
I got two more.
What else? Yeah, what else did you do?
Yeah, I also got Laura Kinney, Wolverine issue 9.
That's right, late edition. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't thought I would love this series so much, but it's amazing. Go read it.
It is good. Yeah.
Yeah. And I also, she can't catch a break. My God, this poor girl.
Who? Laura?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I also got Cemetery Kids Run Rabbit issue 1.
Mm.
So think Sword Art Online, but instead that the game sucks you in, the game comes a bit into the real world.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fun. I gotta see where it goes.
Cemetery
Kids Run Rabbit.
So it's like a Jumanji sort of thing, but scary?
Not really, no. there's this big game that's really going around the world and everybody plays it, and these kids had a bad experience with it, but now get back into it.
Okay. And it's by Oni Press. Okay. Nice.
And that's all for me.
Okay. Cool. I think we're out of time today. I want to thank you guys so much for getting through our lists and then taking time out of your nights to be here. Before we get going, Drew, where can we find you? What do you got coming up? Anything you want to plug?
I am. You can find me on the internet. Um, uh, TikTok, Instagram, Drew X Deficit. That's where you can find me. I'm on Blue Sky, same name, but that's where I talk about like my comic writing stuff. And there's not really a whole lot to say right now. What do I have coming up? Nothing I can talk about yet, but I can say that because of San Diego Comic-Con, I'm pitching for some cool stuff right now. So
Awesome.
maybe you'll see me in the future.
I'm crossing my fingers for you, my friend, because you work hard, you play hard, you walk hard.
That's a good movie.
Yeah, it is. But thanks for coming on this.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Yeah. And Deanna, where can we find you? What do you got coming up? Anything you want to plug?
You can find me on TikTok, Deanna Kinney, and Instagram, Deanna.Kinney. Sometimes I even do a little bit of YouTube. And I got nothing coming up, but I want to plug, once again, drinking enough water. It's important.
Drink enough water. Thank you, both of you, so much for coming on.
Oh, yeah, and don't stay up all night.
And don't stay up all night, unlike Deanna, who stays up all night to do this show. So,
That's true.
yeah, do as she says, not as she does. So, okay. Anyone out there, if you're watching us on youtube.com/The Keeg Show, or maybe on Twitch, or you're listening to the podcast wherever you get your podcast from, whether it's Spotify or Apple Podcasts or iHeartRadio or Audible or Amazon Music or SoundCloud, however you're digesting us, whether you're watching us or just listening to us, like, comment, subscribe, follow, let us know you're out there, write a review. It's always awesome when we got new fans, old fans, whatever, letting us know that you liked the show. So let us know you like the show. This is Comic Talk. It's one of the couple shows that we do for the Keeg. Comic Talk is every Thursday, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern on youtube.com/The Keeg Show, or your podcast, where we talk about the new comic book releases. So that's every week, and every week it's new guests, and then every month the guests come back, and we just rotate, and we talk about comics. So it is super fun. Find a comic shop near you. Go to comicshoplocator.com. Find a comic shop near you. Support local comic shops. And then also support your local public libraries. So those are two things to support. Comic shops and libraries. Because they both need us. So other than that, we always got some cool things coming up. If you want to follow me personally, you can follow me at This Is Dimithri on Instagram. But otherwise, at The Keeg Show. The Keeg Show on TikTok, on Instagram. We're also on Blue Sky and Threads and all that. But TikTok and Instagram are two biggest social media platforms where you can find the Keeg Comic Talk or the Keeg Talks or any of the shows that we do. That is pretty much it. I don't think there's anything I need to talk about. So thank you, Drew. Thank you, Deanna. Thank you to everybody out there. Once again, I am your host, Dimithri Perera, and this has been Comic Talk for the week of August 14th, 2025. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.